Hi everyone and welcome to this final lesson on the left foot. Now, so far we've looked at playing quarter notes in the left foot, we've looked at eighth notes, we've looked at offbeat eighth notes. But what we haven't done is looked at playing the left foot or using the left foot as an independent expressive voice in a similar way to how we use the bass and the snare, so the right foot and the left hand when we're playing rock and pop. We tend to play the left hand, the snare drum on 2 and 4, but we can add other notes across the bar. We tend to play the bass drum on 1 and 3, but we're not restricted to just doing that. So we're going to look at doing the same thing with the left foot, adding a new creative, expressive voice. If you're interested in getting into jazz music or playing Latin music on the drum kit, then this lesson will be great preparation for you because the left foot plays an important role in both of those styles. Now, before we go ahead and try and incorporate the left foot expressively into a groove, I want to try playing 16th notes with the left foot, which is something we haven't done yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the bass drum 16th note grooves that we learned previously in the beginner module when we started learning bass drum 16th notes, but rather than playing them with the bass drum, we're going to play them with the hi-hat. So our basic pattern is going to be bass on 1 and 3, snare on 2 and 4, right hand, anywhere on the kit, we'll play it on the ride cymbal, playing 8th notes. First of all, we'll have the left foot in between the first 2 8th notes, then we'll have it in between the 2nd and the 3rd 8th note, then the 3rd and the 4th 8th note, and so on and so forth, until we go across the whole bar with that left foot playing in between the right hands. Now, once you're comfortable playing these 4 grooves at a variety of tempos, so from very slow to very fast, we can go ahead and start placing these hi-hats into a groove. So the first half of this groove, you're going to have the snare on beat 2, dead simple, the bass on beat 1, and another bass drum just before beat 2, so 1 16th note before beat 2. And then we're going to have the left foot on the hi-hat 1 16th note before beat 3. Okay, so if my click is our 8th notes, which will probably be on the ride cymbal, although you could put that anywhere really, you'd have bass, bass snare, hats. Okay, and again, bass, bass snare, hats. And if we put that together on the kit, it will sound like this. Now in the second half of this groove, again we've got the snare on the back beat, so this time beat 4, but this time we don't have the bass drum at the start of this half of the groove. On beat 3, it's just going to be the right hand, and the bass drum is going to play the second half of beat 3, so the 2nd 8th note of beat 3. The left foot in the hi-hat is going to play the 2nd and the 4th 16th note of beat 4. So again, if I click what the right hand will play, it's going to be 1, 2, bass, snare, hat, hats. Bass, snare, hat, hats. Okay? And if we put that together on the kit, it will sound like this.